Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to make today's video. I want to talk about some of my favorite micro habits for increasing femininity and just being in tune with myself and just like, that just feel good feeling that you get when you are just like so happy and like loving life. The first thing is buying myself flowers. I really enjoy going to the store and picking out a nice bouquet of flowers to bring home, which is interesting because I honestly have a love-hate relationship with flowers. I hate the smell of flowers. Like, I know that's such a weird thing to say, but personally, flowers remind me of hospitals and funerals because I've been to a lot, I've seen a lot. So I just have that mental association, like flowers, like death, flowers, something bad is happening. So I'm trying to rewrite that and not think about that and try to have more positive associations with flowers because I do think they're beautiful. I love looking at flowers. I love picking flowers. One of my dreams is to frolic in a field of flowers, specifically sunflowers because those are my favorite. So yeah, I have been buying myself flowers because, sometimes you go to the store and you see beautiful flowers, you want to go over, look at them, and it's always like, not that they're expensive. Some of them are expensive, but some of them are literally like $5, $8, $10. Like, you're going to spend the money anyway. At least for me, it's like if I'm going to the store, obviously I'm going to buy stuff and it's not like I'm always shopping. I'm not a shopper. I don't go out often. So when I go out once a month to restock on my necessities, I'm going to be spending money anyway, so might as well pick up some $10 flowers because it's just a small thing that's going to make me happy. In some of my previous videos, I've talked about, doing small things for yourself, especially if you are working towards a goal. You're praying on things, you're asking God to provide for you, you're asking Him to show up and to do things for you, but what are you doing for yourself? What are you doing to aid in that growth and that development? So for me, one of the things that's really important to me is prioritizing myself and doing for myself the things that people aren't doing for me, doing things that I either have wanted, specifically out of relationships. Like, my ex never bought me flowers. Well, I should say never. He did on my birthday, but I mean for like, it's Tuesday. Here's some flowers because it's Tuesday. Here's some flowers because you're pretty. Like just for no reason. Like, I don't want it to only be a special occasion to receive flowers. I want it to just be, your desk is looking a little empty. Here are some flowers to brighten up the space, and if no one is going to do that for me, then I'm going to do that for me, especially because I'm single now. Like, it's not realistic for me. Like, if I was in a relationship, sure, I could be like, babe, I really love when you buy me flowers for my birthday. But I would also like to have flowers more often. Like, sure, that is a request that you can make in a relationship, but I'm not in a relationship and I have no interest in being in a relationship anytime soon. So I'm not going to ask like one of my guy friends, like, hey, can you send me flowers to my house? Because that's weird. But also it's like, no, I'd rather just do it for myself because one, I know what I like. So if I go to the store, I'm not just some guy who's just going to pick up the first ones that he sees. I'm actually going to take my time to admire them and bask in the beauty of these flowers and pick the best ones that I like to put in my room and to brighten up my space. And it makes me so happy. It's such a small thing. Yes, that's $10 that could be saved. That's $10 that could be spent on something else. But for me, it's a priority to put in the effort and to prioritize myself and do small things for myself because I'm not used to just having small things done for me for the sake of making me happy, just making me smile. Like, no one really does that. So if no one's going to do it, I'm going to do it. Although things have started to change, and this is something that is really interesting that I want to talk about in more videos. But since I have started these habits and prioritizing myself, people actually have started treating me differently. Like, it is so for real when people say that people just mirror back to you how you treat yourself. How you feel about yourself is how people are going to feel about you. How you look at yourself is how people are going to look at you. And how you treat yourself is how people are going to treat you. That is 1000% true. Because as soon as I started being bougie and acting the way that I am, the tables have turned. Like, people are starting to acknowledge me the way that I acknowledge myself. So I'm not going to start saying all the things that I have experienced. The purpose of this is not to brag and say like, look at me. But no, for real, as soon as I started to do things differently and move differently and hold myself to a higher standard, people have started to match my energy back to me. And that is like the one, if there's one thing you take away from this video, people are going to mirror back to you what you do for yourself. So that is totally valid. The other thing that I have started doing is prioritizing taking care of my body more. So specifically, I do my nails. This is nothing new. I've been doing my own nails for years now. I have been splurging on nail polish, so I do my own nails. So of course I want to have my own little inventory of all the colors that I love. I usually do my own natural nails. Like I grow out my nails and I paint my natural nails. But sometimes, I'm going to be real with you, sometimes it's nice to just have the tips on. So these are tips. I trim my nails really low and I put the tips on. And it's just so much simpler for redoing the nails because I can just soak these off, buff the nail out a little bit, and then I just put the new ones on. But I just really enjoy the process of actually doing my nails and putting the tips on and painting them. And it's just so fun. For me, self-care is like taking the time for myself because I'm not used to people actually spending time on me and like giving me the attention that I want. So the longer it takes to get things done, the better. Like last week I washed my hair and I don't want to get into it too much, but I had some dandruff, and still even now I have like some flakiness on my scalp. I think I have like psoriasis that's been triggered either by stress, but I think it's by this product that I've been using. And I'm not going to name the company. Maybe in a later video I'll talk about it, but this company was a Black-owned company. They got sold off, the formula changed, and ever since then it's not hitting the way it used to. And people were saying that they were using the products and their hair started falling out, started having all these problems. But I wasn't having those problems. Plus I only use the one product, so I'm like, it's not like I'm using the shampoo and conditioner for my hair to be falling out. But the oil, my trusted tried and true oil that I've been using for maybe a year, like 7-8 months consistently, has failed me. And I'm like, ugh, they got me. So I've noticed, I think it's the oil because it's only where I apply the oil. I do my middle part and then my sections because I part my hair into like 4 to 6 sections. So the hairline of those parts, it's so bad with like flaky scales. I'm like, what is going on? So last week I had my little dandruff and I was like, I don't understand what's going on. So I literally stood in front of the bathroom mirror for 2 hours, literally 2 hours, just shampooing my entire scalp section by section. Cause I'm like, no, we're not doing this. I do not have dirty hair. I take my hygiene very seriously. So I'm like, it bothers me that I have dandruff and like these flakes, and I've never had this problem before. At least not this severe, cause like everyone has dandruff every now and then, I guess, sometimes. But it's never been the way that it is right now. I literally stood in the mirror, shampoo my hair section by section. And honestly, I think I'm going to do my hair like this moving forward because it was such a nice process. Like just taking the time to do my hair, one, like that's love right there. That is self-care. Like doing hair for anyone, anytime you do hair, I feel like that is an act of love because just the labor that it takes to do hair is just in the time, like that is an act of love. I don't want to say even like if you go to the salon, but even then, because usually people who do hair love doing hair. So like it is an act of love, not saying that they love you as a person, but they love what they're doing. Like doing hair is an act of love. I'm gonna just leave it at that. So I literally stood in the bathroom for 2 hours shampooing my scalp. But the reason why I'm going to keep doing this is because literally once I got in the shower, all I had to do was rinse the shampoo out, put my conditioner, and then I was in the shower for like my normal shower time. Because normally when I wash my hair in the shower, I'm in there for a good 45 minutes to an hour. But this time I literally was only in the shower for the time I would have been in the shower if it was just a normal shower. I was like, are you kidding? So it totally worth it to shampoo my scalp for 2 hours and then literally just take a normal shower afterwards. And my hair is super clean, super moisturized. Yes. I could probably be more efficient because again, since my scalp was like really messed up, I really took my time to get in there. But a week later, it's not as bad. I don't have to spend a whole 2 hours. I could probably get it done in maybe like 45 minutes, an hour tops probably. But definitely, as I was saying, the longer it takes for me to do my self-care routines, the better. Because again, for me, it's about showing myself that I am worth the effort. I am worth putting in the time. I am worth doing these things. So if it takes me a long time, it takes me a long time, and that's fine, because if no one's gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So I do my nails. I also do my toes too, but I'm not gonna show you guys that. That's a little too personal, not for free. Yeah, so I love doing my self-care. Also my skincare, washing my hair, doing my everything shower, all of those things. Not to say that I wasn't doing those things before, but I was just so inconsistent with it. Like, I would do my nails maybe like every 3 to 4 weeks. Like, I would do it and then my nails would, pop off, or the paint would not chip off, because this gel, it doesn't chip off, but you know what I'm saying, like some colors would peel off before it's ready. And instead of me like redoing my nails right then and there, I would just like have my nails bare until I felt like doing my nails again. But now it's on clockwork, it's on routine. Like, as soon as these come off, I'm putting a new set on, because I just enjoy doing it and I love it so much, and I just want to have my nails looking pretty all the time. And this is currently my favorite color. It is so pretty. It's like a iridescent pink. I love it. And I also do sparkly white. I love, it's about to be September. I love doing like my deep wine color, maroon, black in October. Black goes hard in October. January, I like doing blue. Like, every month I have my own like roster of colors that I love doing, like 2 to 3 different colors that I like for each month. So I get really excited about that. And again, like buying my polish and stocking up on supplies. I think everyone should have something that they splurge on, and it's okay to splurge on. Some people really love fashion and they splurge on clothes. Some people really love books and they have, entire walls full of books. For me, I think I'm a nail girly. I think I love just having as many nail polish options as possible. I do want to get into nail art, but right now it's just a little too time intensive. I tried doing designs on my nails, but for me, I'm a very particular person. If it's not perfect, I'm literally going to keep redoing the same nail over and over again until it's perfect. So when I try to do nail art and it's not perfect, I'm just like, no, this defeats the purpose of me doing self-care. It's not supposed to make me stressed out and annoyed. And when I'm trying to get my nails perfect and it's not perfect, that just makes me stressed out and annoyed, and that defeats the purpose of self-care. So right now I'm just sticking to the basics, solid colors, or just simple nail designs, nothing crazy. But I do want to get into nail art. I'll probably just have to practice and just treat it as like an art hobby before I start doing it on my actual nails, because I was not having that mess. Let's see, what's another thing that I've been doing? There was 3 main things I wanted to talk about. Solo dates. I just remembered. So going on solo dates is something I think every woman should do if you're trying to tap into your femininity, if you're trying to grow out of anxious attachment, if you're trying to just be a well-adjusted adult. I think everybody, man or woman, should go on solo dates just to have time that is just for you. You do not have to be with anyone. You don't have to answer to anybody. You're just by yourself, enjoying the day, going to your favorite place, going to a cafe, going to have brunch by yourself, going out, just doing things in the world by yourself and taking time for yourself. I am a homebody. I love staying home. I do not go out unless I absolutely have to. Again, I just go out once a month to restock on my necessities. But outside of that, I am trying to go out more, and I love going to the park. I love going to the city, or going to a place where I can see the city specifically, because I just love the view of the city. And it's hard to see the city from inside the city, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm just trying to get out more, and I'm definitely going to make a video about this later on. I am moving in a couple months. The earliest I'll be moving is within a month, but that's looking a little tight. So I want to say by the end of the year, early next year, I'll be moving. And it's going to be my first time moving out on my own. It's kind of scary, but I'm looking forward to it. And there's so many things that I want to do when I move. Like, the area that I'm moving to is so chill, so low-key. It's totally my pace. Although I do wish that I would be closer to the city. I might move into the city. I don't know. But it's definitely going to be a change of pace, a different environment. And I'm really looking forward to it. I already low-key had like my new daily routine in my mind. Because I was out there recently, not for vacation, but like, I guess you could call it a vacation. I was out there for like 2 weeks. And I was at the pool, I was going on walks, I was living my best life. So once I move, I definitely want to get out more and not be so much of a homebody, especially because the next 5 years, I'm really trying to just focus on my future, focus on myself, focus on my goals. And a lot of the things that I want to accomplish are going to require me to get out of my comfort zone, which means getting out of my house and talking to people and networking and building connections. And I can't just stay in my little bubble forever. So I'm 25 now. It's like, girl, grow up, put your big girl pants on. You got to get out in the world. Another thing that I have been doing is painting again. I've talked about this before in previous videos, but I used to paint a lot growing up. But so by the time I got to college really killed my passion for painting because I had to paint for some of my classes. And it's not that I don't like getting critiqued for my work, but it's like, for me, painting is supposed to be a fun, chill experience. And getting critiqued and getting graded for my artwork is just, it's not the vibe. It's not what I do it for. So having that be my experience in college really put me off to wanting to paint for a very long time. And this year I started getting back into it. I am trying to learn gouache. Growing up, I was more of an acrylic paint person. I tried to dabble with oil. I don't know. I might get back into it again, but for right now, I'm not really an oil girly. I'm definitely a gouache person. I really like gouache because I love Studio Ghibli movies and I love the aesthetic. Like, I want to learn how to paint in that style. And so I'm trying to not copy, but I'm trying to use some screenshots from those movies as references and just really learn how to use the paint. I really love it. But again, it's been a while. I did literally 2 paintings, technically 3, because the first one was not it. So I gave it a second try. And then, yeah, I haven't painted since then because it's a process to set up the paint set. It's like a little box that has all of these little trays of the paint. And then I have to clear off my desk, and then it's just a whole thing. So again, when I move, hopefully I will have my own designated painting area, like arts and crafts, like creative space. When I have my dream house, like when I have a home, I want a home studio. Like, you know how some people have home offices? I want a home studio. So it's like my art space, basically. I'm going to be making my candles there. I'm going to be painting. I'm going to be sewing. There's so many things that I want to do. And if I had a designated space to do those things, I would be thriving. So painting is definitely another thing to really get into your feel-good feminine energy. Another thing is ice skating. Personally, it's a hobby that I have, and I want to be like an amateur pro, if you know what I mean. Like, obviously I'm not trying to go to the Olympics. That would be really cool, but I'm not trying to do all that. But I definitely want to be like good enough that if I wanted to, I could definitely like go into competitions, but I don't want to be like a competitive skater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be good enough that I could be, but that's not what I'm trying to do. So skating, I love when I'm on the ice, especially like when you have your headphones in and you're listening to music and you're just like in your zone. Although I do gotta say, I don't know how to stop. I am good at balancing, like I don't fall over as much. So I do need to learn how to actually stop because I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to spin, but these are all things that I want to learn. And so I want figure skating to be a regular hobby of mine. I want to definitely make it as part of my fitness routine as well, because going to the gym was another thing that I've been doing. Again, I've been on a break because just life has been lifing. So I have a lot of things that I want to do, and these things take time and these things take work. So while I'm focusing on, building my business and getting things off the ground, I'm just putting all of my time and attention into that. I'm like hyper focused. So not that I don't have time, but I'm not prioritizing my hobbies as much as I would like to because I'm just so focused on getting things done. But for sure, like skating and having hobbies, just having hobbies, like you want to be tapped into your feminine energy, have some feminine hobbies, go out with your friends, have a good time, do things that you enjoy, do things that make you happy, do things that just make you feel good, to be honest. So yeah, I will definitely be making a part 2. This might become a little series as I find more things that I enjoy doing and I explore different things, and as I move and I explore that area. So if you guys like this video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more, and share what your favorite feminine micro habits are, things that you enjoy doing. Drop your evening routine. Just share some tips for the ladies so that we can all learn from each other. Again, if you like this video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.